Yeah, I'd do it. So I'll take you around the gym as I tell the story. Yeah, I was in Chelmsford Prison. Yeah, and in the kitchen, when I first got in there. The first job you always get is in the washing up. Yeah, I was in the washing up, and there was a guy that come in, ginger fella. Let's call him Ginger. Yeah, and what happened? He's supposed to come in the washing up with me. Yeah, but he never come on. He was I don't know, he must have worked in another prison and was a butcher. So he was like after Jimmy Tibbs' job, Jimmy Tibbs' job in the butcher. He'd never get that, but anyway, he was after it. And the geezer thought he was a big time Charlie Potatoes, you know how they are. Walk around the kitchen, help them on the bakers and all that. And his job really was with me on the washing up, yeah. And when he was on the bakers, he'd get the trays and come over to the wash up and just throw them in the wash up, yeah, walk everywhere. And I told him to behave himself. I said, do me a favour, mate. Behave yourself, you know what I mean? Don't be getting all flesh. And the old man, Jimmy Tibbs, told him, yeah, listen, mate, you know, we don't have all that in the kitchen. Behave yourself, you know what I mean? And the geezer didn't say nothing to Jimmy more than he dared do, you know. He'd get smashed to pieces. You know, Alan Dixon had a word with this geezer as well. But it's like everything, innit? People take liberties, yeah? Anyway, kept throwing the stuff in the sink. And I told him to I said, listen, mate, I've had enough of you. Get into the veg room, you know what I mean? I want to have a chat with you. As I walked in the veg room, he hit me across the head with this big veg tray we put all the potatoes in, yeah? Like a stainless steel thing, yeah? Nearly knocked me spark out, you know what I mean? And he steamed into me. And the old man Tibbs, he come in and pulled the geezer off me, yeah? Otherwise, I think I'd have got really, really hurt, you know? So, all the time I was in the kitchen, that day, I really wanted to go at him. And he was on a different wing to me. He was on B wing. So I thought to myself, I've got to get over to B wing. And my mate Peter Lyons and Russell Atkins, Peter was on C wing with me, but Atkins was on B wing. So Peter Lyons got hold of Watkins and said, look, Ray wants to get over to the wing, yeah? Let's get this geezer, Ginger fella. And Watkins said, yeah, I know the geezer's a bit flash, yeah? He's a big lump, yeah? But he bashed me up in a way, you know what I mean? Me thinking I could go in there and sort him out, and he done me with a tray. He bashed me right up, really. So I want to do him now, you know what I mean? I'm not one of the guys that pick up things, but anyway. Goes over, gets me over to B wing. Roy calls me over. Some people can call you over, yeah? I went in this geezer's cell, mate. I'll tell you what. I battered him, and he was I've got to say it. The geezer was standing up and straight in crash, hit him on the chin, knocked him over. I straddled him, mate. And I was punching him to death, mate. I thought I was going to kill him, you know what I mean? You know, and Watkins come in, Roy, and pulled me off, Roy. I mean, me and Roy go back a long way, you know. I didn't want to fight with Roy, you know what I mean? But, you know, I was sort of trying to pull away from Roy. I was a big lump myself, yeah. And Roy said, no, you're going to kill him, yeah. And this geezer, man, I really wanted to. I was smashing him to pieces. The alarm bell went. I went into Roy's cell, and all the screws went in there. And I've got to say it, this geezer, Ginger fella, never grasped me up or nothing. But I shipped him out, they put him down the chokey, and he was gone, you know. They knew that he was going to get smashed to pieces anyway. I think Roy Atkins was going to do him. And Roy Atkins would have done him like, Roy Atkins could have a fight with Roy Atkins, would have stabbed him up bad, yeah. This geezer was one big mouth geezer. You know, thought he was a big lump, mate. I ain't small, I was what? I mean, I must have been 18 stone. He was tall, 6'4". He must have been same height as me, 18 stone, but big, you know, tall, you know. But when he come into the bedroom, I thought I was going to be like on top, and he done me with this alley tray or a stainless steel thing, and never stopped, mate, and battered me with it. He never cut me up, but he just really bashed me up, you know. But I wasn't going to stand for that, mate. You know what I mean? Anyway, in the end of the day, I battered him, man. I just straddled this geezer and just smashed him, man. I never stopped, you know. And I can hit, you know what I mean? If I hit you, you're in trouble, but you know, I caught him nice, man. And that's it. But this geezer, I wonder, it'd be nice, do you know, sometimes you do a video or something, and then people that it happened to on the other end, and it's, you know, maybe he's a bit older than me now, you know what I mean, and he's looking at it and he can't believe it. But, you know, if he are, reply to me, you know what I mean. But yeah, it was Jimmy Tibbs, the old man Tibbsy, that saved my bacon, really. I think the geezer would have killed me with that big tray. He never sort of smashed me. Anyway, bang, 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 nice one, bye.